Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the very highly anticipated L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. The Pro Glow Foundation is a sister of the Pro Matte, and even though I have really dry skin and they say that you're not supposed to wear matte foundations when you have dry skin, I did it anyways because I loved it so much. But I was seriously hyped when I found out that they were coming up with the Pro Glow Foundation, so I ran out and got it at Ulta, and I have only good things to say about it. Well, not only good things, but mostly good things. I've tried a lot of other dewy or glowy foundations, and I was really disappointed by like all of them because for the most part they would like transfer on my clothes or they would like run down my face, but not this little lady. But let's get into this foundation review and demo. I had a really hard time trying to find this foundation. I couldn't find it at any CVS or Walgreens or grocery store, anywhere with drugstore makeup. Finally, I went to the Ulta in the Rich neighborhood, and they had this elusive foundation. So I don't think it comes out until July 19th, but if you see it in a drugstore or Ulta, go ahead and pick it up. I would absolutely recommend this for a friend. I've been wearing this foundation all week because I really wanted to give you guys my thought out opinion. I don't super love the first impression types of videos because everybody is excited about a product when it's their first impression, for the most part. Like, everybody's excited because they just got something that's been really hyped and buzzed about. So I have been wearing this foundation all week long, and I can give you guys my actual opinion on what it's been like all week long. Let me go ahead and read for you guys the description that L'Oreal has on its website of this Pro Glow Infallible Foundation. It says, discover the new Pro Finish of long wear. Up to 24 hours with a hydrating glow. Lightweight and creamy, this long-lasting foundation goes on smooth with a glow finish that lasts. With medium coverage, it instantly hides imperfections for a clear complexion. The hydrating foundation with SPF is ideal for normal to dry skin. So it says that it has 24 hours worth of long wear in it, but who's really wearing their foundation for 24 hours? Not I, said the fly. I would never wear foundation or any makeup for that long of a period of time, but I have worn it for like 13 hours a couple of days this week, and it lasted a really long time. I did get a little bit oily in my T-zone, but I just had to blot it maybe twice, and my foundation was still looking A1. I'm gonna tell you guys something that these other beauty vloggers won't tell you. It's sweat proof. I was walking around in 99 degree, 57% humidity, Houston, Texas weather, going to get my lunch from Chipotle, and when I got back to my desk, my face was still intact, okay? And it might have been just a little bit more dewy, but it was still very pretty. So there are going to be a couple of things that I talk about when I do a foundation review. This is my first one, but I just want to cover some bases. So I'm going to talk about how it feels, how it applies, and the type of coverage that it has. We can talk about the packaging, but I don't really find anything that unique about this packaging. The dewy one, I mean the Pro Glow is kind of glossy and the Pro Matte is dull. And it has a squeezy tube, which is not my favorite. I would prefer a pump. I just think pump foundations are a lot more helpful, but this one's got a squeezy tube. But I still love the foundation, so I mean, who cares? I mean, I'm sure someone cares, but I don't think that drugstore foundations are really known for their packaging. So if I'm talking about a drugstore foundation, I probably won't talk about the packaging that much. So in terms of how it applies, it was really, really runny when I first took out the tube. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a clip of that. I'm pouring it and it just can't even wait to come out of the bottle right now. It's dropping out on its own. And like, look how quickly it slides down my hand. I mean, it's not running down that fast, but it's running down faster than a lot of other foundations. Let me compare it to this other new foundation that I have. Look at this. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation compared to the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation. Do you see any runnage? No. But yeah, because the foundation was so extra runny, I was kind of nervous about using a little foundation brush to apply it like I usually do with my foundations. So I used my beauty blender, and that helped it have a really flawless skin-like appearance. Here's a demo of me trying on the foundation while I was doing my makeup this morning. So as you can see, I have nothing on my face right now except my color correcting concealer and my eyeshadow. I wanted to see what the foundation was like without a primer. I wasn't sure about the color match when I initially put it on, but after it oxidized, it matched me a little bit better. Right now, I'm dotting the foundation around my face, and then I'm going to connect the dots with my beauty blender. I can honestly say that it feels like I have nothing on my face. If I do a little demo, you can see that like nothing comes off, so it feels air light, and that's exactly how it's described on the back of the tube. It says that the texture is air light, and it's 100% true. In terms of coverage, it's a medium coverage foundation, but in my opinion, this is about as much coverage as I possibly could need in a foundation. I don't really feel like I need foundation all the time anyways. Like, I like to cover up some colored spots, and it did a really good job of that. I have some like rosacea, I guess, in my cheeks, in my face sometimes, and it did a really good job of covering up those spots. So it's medium coverage officially, but in my opinion, it's kind of full coverage. Another thing that I want to talk about for foundations is range of colors. Right now, the L'Oreal website only has 12 colors, which in my opinion is really ridiculous and a little bit hurtful. It feels like they don't want everybody's money. To not include all of the colors that the human melanin spectrum can contain, it just feels like, do you guys even care about us? Do you want us to buy your products? Because it doesn't seem like it, and our money is really just as good as anybody else's. So I'm honestly a little bit hurt that not all of my friends and family can purchase this foundation, because I think it's really great and I would love for them to be able to use it. But if it just doesn't come in your color, then what are you supposed to do? So L'Oreal really needs to get on that. I think we should all tweet them and let them know that they're pretty messed up for not including more colors in this line of products. So today when I was applying this foundation, I just moisturized my skin, but I didn't use a primer. But the entire week I did use a primer, and it did seem like when I did use a primer, my skin really looked even more glowy. So I would definitely use a primer. I just wanted to see what it looked like today without the primer, and I think it still looks good. I did do a little bit of highlight right here, but it's still pretty glowy looking, even in the areas where I didn't use a highlight. I compared the colors of the Pro Matte and the Pro Glow, and I'm Cream Cafe in both colors. The Pro Matte is 110 and the Pro Glow is 211, and right here you can see the Pro Matte shade, and then this is Pro Glow, and they're very similar but just slightly different for some reason. I think this one's a little bit darker. I think it has a little bit more of a red base, but yeah, so you can see the comparisons of the Pro Matte and the Pro Glow. That's it for my very first foundation review. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Maybe even share it with a friend because that would be super cool. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in my next video somewhere on the internet. Bye!